I'm Kristen.
I'm Courtney. This is Are You Triggered Yet? And we have these fun drinks. For those who are watching the video, these are... Oh, my fruit is frozen up top. Non-alcoholic beverages. Or is it?
Straight alcohol. Straight juice. Apple juice.
We have discovered this thing called sapsuckers. I don't know. I haven't met that many people who know what they are, but it says it's organic sparkling tree water or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
really
good.
good. Yeah, and then we have blueberry tea, you said?
Mm-hmm.
With some frozen fruit in there if you would like to make a cocktail.
We call it the raccoon.
Raccoons in astrology. Oh no, never mind.
It's called the raccoon on Mars.
On Mars?
Yeah. It has the shortest...
Because it's red?
And because it has the shortest syllable.
We didn't say a prayer anyways. What were we talking about? Oh, our drink. We're calling it Raccoons in Mars.
On Mars.
Raccoons on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
I chose Mars because it was the shortest syllable. So that it made it shorter. Because raccoon on Saturn.
Raccoons on Uranus doesn't quite flow.
No, thank you. That was a way better example of what I meant. So, let's just talk about what we talked about on the podcast. I'll save that other thing for the next pod.
Okay. We talked a lot about habits, which
sounds boring, but
I was just gonna say, whenever I hear habits, I'm like, oh, habits, like, great. It's how I used to feel about boundaries. But now every time I hear about boundaries, see, that's what I used to, but now I'm like, let's talk about boundaries. Yeah. But, habits can be a really good thing. Yeah, for sure. We talked about the habits that we want to change, ones that we would like to create. Some really just random things.
Yeah, we talked about confidence.
Compliments.
I shared a few different quotes that were also boring.
They were not boring. They were good. I thought they were
I would
good.
just not listen. I'm just kidding. It was pretty good.
Just skip this episode. It's fine. Just catch us in the next one.
Keep doing your thing and keep the habits going.
Yeah, keep your unhealthy habits. Screw the healthy ones and just live your life. Advice.
Eat tacos.
Don't take advice from us.
I'm just kidding. It was good. I re-listened to it and I laughed.
You re-listened to it, so I don't have to.
Well,
I feel like I would re-listen to this one, though. I feel like I enjoyed it enough that I would... Not that I wouldn't the other ones.
I enjoyed listening back.
I don't know.
At first, I didn't when we first started recording our podcast.
Well,
I was uncomfortable.
It's not the voice or anything. Like, it's not that anymore. Well,
yeah,
it used
the
to be
voice
that.
is a different show altogether.
It's not like I'm uncomfortable hearing my voice anymore. It's more I already talked about it. I don't want to listen to it because I just said it all. You know what I mean? It's still familiar, so I'd have to wait a bit. I couldn't listen to it right away because I'm like, it's all fresh. So why would I want to just, I don't know, I get bored.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But this one's good. I would re-listen to this one.
So we hope you enjoy. And we have a very special podcast for you. Our next one, we have something really fun planned.
I don't remember.
Pulling the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought we were doing just... Never mind. Okay. We'll talk
We could
about
do
that later.
Both.
I thought it was going to be a little... Maybe we'll do, like, a little bonus with
a
this.
bonus epi.
It might just be a video, but we'll see. We might be able to make it into an audio, too. We'll see.
That'd be fun.
I think the one thing we could definitely do is an audio, but there's another thing that we thought would be fun, but it would be a video.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
But yeah, we'll that'll be so much fun. I'm excited for that. It'll kind of be like a New Year's thing, but like not what you're expecting when you hear a New Year's podcast. So I hope you're excited for that. Maybe subscribe so you can find out. You can be the first one to find out about it. Yeah.
And hit that like button.
Alright, we're done. Enjoy!
We haven't showered in 5 days, manifested anyway. Every day's a payday. Wait, what the fuck did Kris just say? Messy's in the hole, I bet. Come hang out with our furry friends. Courtney's gonna leave again. Are you triggered yet?
So the first quote I want to talk about.
I was gonna introduce the quotes as Kristen has some really boring quotes.
What's good for
It's what she told me. Sorry.
What's good for the goose isn't always good for the
No,
cat.
that's not one of your quotes. You can hope in one hand.
Just kidding. I mean, I did write goose/gander down because I wanted to just joke.
Oh,
Because I thought I might forget to start off.
I've totally done that. Write down the jokes that you want to say.
So, I don't know what book this was in.
I'd like to share she's also drinking a straight vodka.
Yes. Merry Crisis.
Good.
Good.
Happy New Crown.
Good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy.
Oh.
And it's like self-explanatory.
I feel like that's... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, because when you...
Vodka?
Okay, thank you. I got rid of that bad habit.
It's actually gin. Excuse me.
Oh,
my
it is.
God.
I thought it was water, but it's actually
It's
I forget what that's called. It's like a, what are those called? A mixed drink. I don't know, when you buy in a can. I don't know.
Courtney's
drinking.
unsure of what I'm drinking.
No, I know exactly what you're drinking. I just
She's
I don't know
unsure
what
of the name.
called. Anyways,
Sand banger. Just kidding.
that's not what it is.
That's what Amanda
Oh,
called
right. Her story. She's so cute. Yeah, so if you're having your time is your ally when you're having a good when you're engaging in a good habit, because
when you're
you feel like you have enough
Yeah.
time. Excuse me. Do you feel like you have enough time?
Yeah. So I guess a good example of this is like if one of your good habits is exercising regularly. Well, time is going to be your ally because you'll have more time because it extends your life.
Yeah, I guess you have more time. It could also be like more time in the day because you're like, oh, I did one thing on my list that I really wanted to do.
Or exercising gives you more energy.
That too. Oh, that's a good. I do like that one.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to someone about. Do you hear Shmew?
Is that Shmew?
I thought I heard her.
It could be that or.
Oh, I knew she was gonna do this. She goes up in the attic and then she lets us know when she wants out by like flicking this hook, and it's just bang 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 when she wants
Sounds like
out.
a grown man.
Yeah.
And she can wait.
Okay. I was actually talking to someone about habits today, and I'm like, I want to like just get rid of these bad habits that I have, but you can't go at it with the energy of I want to get rid of them. It's you have to be like first accept the fact that you have them and like stop beating yourself up over them. So I'm doing that, and then but yeah, as soon as I had that conversation, I was able to completely switch from something that was not good for me for something that was more nourishing.
I can't believe you have habits you want to shift, and I am totally deep into a book about habits.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you were reading that book. Do you like it?
I
feel like I'd be overwhelmed.
A lot of it is quite like I kept waiting for something that was different and unique that it would click, but it did last night. Just give me a second to remember what it was. Oh, okay. So this is for creating a new habit. And I loved it where starting 2 minutes a day for the new habit, because it's not how long you do the new habit, it's the showing up that creates the habit. Like showing up every day, even if it's so maybe like, and stopping before you hit that time frame where it's really uncomfortable and not fun.
Yeah.
So just doing like, say for the first week, you just do 2 minutes of going to the gym, or 5 minutes. Go to the gym for 5 minutes. That's example.
Or do like a quick work. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
like 5
minutes
minutes.
At the gym. Yeah.
5 minutes, and then you're like, okay, I showed up, I did that. Or maybe the first week is, this is literally what I read. It's putting your shoes on. Or did I listen to this?
No. Putting your fitness stuff on.
And
because that's sometimes the hardest part for me.
Yeah,
it's
and
just
then
getting into the clothes, and once you're into the clothes, you're like, well, I might as well do it. I'm already dressed.
That's literally what he says. And then it's just like this, not snowball effect, but
yeah,
it's the initial thing that's the hard part. But then once you take that initial first step, the rest is easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically says to start off small with showing up and doing 2 minutes a day, and then increasing it to 5-10 minutes, and and then it'll be so ingrained in your psyche to do that as a habit that it won't be hard.
Now I'm thinking of like, what habits can I start?
I was thinking about journaling, because I do want to journal more, but at the same time with writing a book at the same time, I feel like it's
a lot.
Yeah. But even showing up and writing down 1 sentence a day for the first week.
See, I was thinking the opposite, because I journal every day, but I don't, and I have things I want to write, but I'm not in the habit of writing, and I just like, I tried over the last year to kind of get into it, but I never really developed. But I mean, I was all over the place with like physical location and what I was doing, and but yeah, maybe I could like do like just going and writing like 1 sentence, or like going for 5 minutes. And just
sometimes it takes me an hour to write 1 sentence.
Yeah.
And then other times I'll sit down and a whole, almost entire chapter will just flow.
I love it.
I need to switch my computer to a power position.
Yes. I wondered if you were going to bring that up. We both listened to a podcast about feng shui. You were already into it.
Yeah.
She already taught me a bunch about, like, where your bed should be located in your room, like, which way you should or shouldn't be facing. So she kind of already opened my eyes to that, but this was just...
People probably want to know about for your bed. You should always have your bed so you can see the door, but not straight across. So where we are, the door is to the left of us. Good feng shui.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad feng shui is when you can't see the door at all.
I like that. Wasn't like the term feng shui, doesn't that actually mean like flow of energy? Isn't that what they said?
Wind and water. Water and wind.
Wind and water.
Water.
That's right. That makes sense. I retain very small amounts.
I mean, energy. It's all energy.
Yeah, very true. That stuff does flow.
Yeah, it's all energy, so you're not wrong.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, share any more of that habit book, because I find that can be a hard thing for me. I don't know what is it hard for everyone? I feel like it's so hard.
It is hard because your brain just automatically does what's easy to save yourself the energy. Like, it's more energy to do something that isn't habituated in your mind.
Oh yeah.
It takes way more effort.
Yeah, that's true.
It's starting out small and like celebrating the small wins. Why are you laughing? Is it because
I was gonna tell you that your hat was like halfway on.
Oh, I knew.
You're like very serious, you know, and then you pulled it up. I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
what is one habit that you would want to? So you say you want to start with journaling. What is one thing you'd like to remove from your habituated habits? That's redundant. Habituated behaviors.
I think I'm gonna try going coffee free in the new year.
So hard. It's one of mine too. Cause I used to never drink coffee. Then I was only drinking coffee on weekends. And then it went to, I have a treat here and there. And then it was like every morning. And now I'm drinking 2 coffees a morning. And sometimes it's, I need to slow down.
I feel like I'm not really enjoying it anymore.
I
waste so much.
I'm not there yet. I'm still really enjoying it. Maybe
I never thought I would get there. Because it tastes so flipping good. But some mornings I don't truly enjoy it. It's just the habit. I'm forcing myself because it's what I normally do.
It's so funny.
So it feels weird to not.
I don't need it necessarily. I don't need coffee in the morning. I'm pretty like once I'm waking up, like I'm actually quite energetic in the morning. I don't need coffee.
I found
I just drink it because it tastes good.
It's so delicious. Since Greg switched working locally and getting up early, when I get up, my first thing used to always be make myself a coffee. I was the first one up. It was just me. I'd make myself a coffee, sit and relax. That was my morning little ritual. But because I would get up and make him his breakfast and then his lunch, I pushed off having my coffee until he was all good and ready to go.
And then you could sit down and have that relaxing moment.
So I was able to see that, I don't need to have a coffee as soon as I get up. So I already have that going for me, whereas the last time I was like, I'm going to cut out coffee and drinking in January because I like to do dry January every January, and not last year, but the year before, I did dry January until almost June.
Did you paint your nails?
I did because I didn't want Mom and Grandma to see how dirty they were when we were baking.
I don't really have seen your nails painted in so long.
Since my wedding.
Yeah.
And they're still disgusting.
I can see the...
I know, and we heat our house with wood, so my hands are constantly just in the little cracks. They're rough from moving wood, and
That's so funny. I think they wouldn't say anything anyways.
Well, I know.
Did you have another quote?
Moving on from the habits.
Yeah.
Habits are boring. Can't
I am triggered because of... Oh, I guess I didn't say what habit I wanted to get rid of.
She would like to limit her coffee consumption.
That was actually...
She would like to...
the major ones.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I would like to... Why don't we do this together?
Ooh.
I want to switch back to tea. I used to drink tea all the time and I felt good, and I just didn't go back to that.
I just never could do the switch to having tea instead of coffee. I think if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be just
liquor.
There you go. Gin.
Get rid of the coffee.
But I'm also doing a dry January, so.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Or a dry, however long I decide to go for. So you want to limit coffee or cut it out completely?
Cut it out.
Ooh.
Maybe do one
even with our new
now
fancy coffee maker.
Every now and then do one. It's so hard because everyone drinks coffee.
And everyone drinks alcohol, and you're good
there.
there.
That doesn't really. Yeah. I don't know what that is. That took a while to get out of. I used to I love beer. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I think it was how I was feeling. I just feel so much better when I don't drink, and when I drink. So let's say I have 2 drinks a night, and I have that 3 nights a week. The next week I'll start feeling super insecure, and it's one of those insecurities where it's not real. You're just ew, I just feel so I just feel so sensitive about all this stuff. And it's I know it's from the alcohol, and it's just I can't do it. I hate that feeling, and I cannot do it for that reason.
I know that when I need to limit how much alcohol I'm drinking, I will get really bad anxiety in the morning when I wake up, and it's a different anxiety than any other anxiety I've had.
Yeah.
It's specific to drinking a lot of alcohol, and it's these surges of anxiety and heart rate, and I just
it's so crazy how it affects us so differently.
Or I'll get heartburn.
Oh, I've never had heartburn. I've also never had a migraine. But I did read about what helps with migraines. Did we talk about this?
Masturbation.
So.
Or, if you want to use a better word, self-pleasure.
Self-pleasure.
Because masturbation actually means to pollute with your hand.
Right? You did tell me that. And I think sometimes...
I need to put this book down and keep... I'm sorry if you guys have heard me fiddling with those pages.
I didn't hear you.
It's because you do that when you're reading.
I'm getting out of it. Well, that's another habit. Anyways. I think the word masturbate also comes with, like, the energy. It's like the energy when you say Monday. Like, today's Monday. Today is Monday.
On Mondays, we masturbate.
Don't wait. Masturbate. But, like, when... Like, I feel like days of the week, the names, they come with certain energies. Because I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll wake up and what day is it? Oh, today's Sunday. And then I'll feel like maybe the energy of a Sunday that I felt before, where it's like I feel like lazy, where sometimes you feel like Monday's like, okay, it's like gotta go and gotta get what?
It's Monday. I haven't had a Monday like that in forever.
Oh, I was telling someone that I remember when I first decided that I wanted Mondays to be differently. I was in Newfoundland and I was sitting on this porch overlooking the ocean. My legs were propped up. Probably had a beer or something. But I was just like, this is Monday. I'm like, oh, Mondays are so hard. And I'm like, imagine if every Monday was like this. And I'm like, this is what I want my life to be, where I can literally have Mondays where I'm like, wow, this is my life, that this is what I'm doing on a Monday.
And just doing whatever you want every day instead of having to wait till the weekend.
Yeah.
Living your entire life.
Yeah, so like,
the weekend.
Instead of, like, we used to watch so much TV in the evenings, and not you, I'm saying me, and
I've been there.
But yeah, I think we all have, but it's like, once I started getting away from the TV, I didn't have access to much TV this year, and...
Or cell service.
Great. And, like, once you get out of that, you start to, like, that's when you start to realize, like, there's so much more you have time for, and it's when you get out of the wanting to watch TV, where sometimes, like, I can fall back into that super quickly, but it's, like, when you don't even want to, once you realize, like, I've sparked my creativity, like, I mean, there's definitely been other things that have contributed to me becoming more creative over the last little bit, but I think that's definitely helped. It's like, why don't I use this time and do something fun? Like,
do you not remember? Like, yeah, like when we were growing up, our most creative games and stuff we came up with came from being so fucking bored. It came from boredom. That's where your creativity spikes from, and that's why it's good to be bored. It's good to let your kids be bored.
Yeah, for sure. And when we used to have, like, I don't know, it was one of our beach towels.
The best. I wish I could remember some of those games.
I don't remember any of them, but we made them up every day. We had the beach towel, and I don't know, there was some pattern on it, and then we had, like, a little box full of all these random...
trinkets.
Yeah, like a little treasure box, and then we would have these games that we would make up using, on, like, the pattern of the beach towel. I don't even know, but it was fun.
I remember I got a bladder infection.
Oh. My childhood was literally bladder infection. I don't have them anymore, though.
Me either.
How does that just, like, go away?
I stopped wearing underwear.
That also... Yeah, was it synthetic underwear? Not good.
Same reason I don't wear a mask, guys. Gotta let that shit breathe.
Excuse me.
Did you want me to move on to a different quote now? That I've made it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that we got
I don't know what the other one is.
Second quote.
It's kind of another, like, boring, could go in the same category as habits, but I mean, that's fine. We can just take it.
It's not a goose and gander one, and then...
The best is the enemy of the good.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Have you heard that before?
No, I've never heard that before. But it's so true, because if you're trying so hard to be the best, you're not... You're constantly... I don't know how to describe it. It's so hard.
Because I think, you know, when you gain that actual confidence in the area that you want, it comes from going and practicing when you're not ready. It's putting yourself out there and learning and being okay with not being perfect to then gain your confidence and then become the best, in quotations.
That's so true. Okay, so yeah, like if you're say you're creating something, like if you're writing something and you're like, I cannot share any of this because it has to be perfect. Well, you're never going to get to the point where it's like, if you just put it out there, you're going to learn from that, and yeah, you build on that instead of just trying to be the best. You're not going to actually release anything because you're trying to perfect something.
Or I think too, the constant researching of things before actually doing it, kind of...
Hi. That's me.
Like, using it to...
like, as a reason.
Yeah,
it's an excuse. I don't know enough. Until I know enough, I cannot share. I cannot teach. I cannot do whatever because I don't know enough yet.
And it's just holding yourself back.
I'm like that, and then I'm like, it's overwhelming. I'm not going to do any research.
Move on to something else.
Yeah. I'll watch TV and have a coffee.
Gilmore Girls and
my comfort show.
Peppermint Mocha Creamer.
What is your... That's my comfort show. Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Do you have a comfort show? I know you don't watch it.
Well, Gilmore Girls used to be, but I don't know, I use that as a comfort show in some very tumultuous times of my life. I don't think I've ever used that word.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it felt good to give my whole series to Mom today.
Oh, yeah, true, because you're like, this was my crutch before. Yeah. This helped me through, but I can now let that go because I'm different now. And
it's weird, but I feel like I don't have a comfort show, but my way of escaping and avoiding things is cleaning and organizing. So I mean, it's not like terrible.
That's a good... I wish. I have been doing that. I literally rearranged stuff in my room today because I'm like, I just kind of get mad that I have things now. And then I'm like, I just want to give all my things away. So when I'm frustrated, I'm just like, I just want to give everything away. Right. So now that I'm like, I'm gone too far, I'm like, kind of, well, I haven't yet, but I could.
You just need some shelves.
No, it's like
on the wall.
I know it. I don't have that many. I do have a lot of books, but it's not too many books because I love them. I've gone through them and I've picked out the ones that I wanted to keep. We're good. But I just is like, sometimes I'm just like, I want to do something, and I'm like, I'll just like, what can I just drastically change? Like some people get a dramatic haircut, or like, you know, things
get a
like
face
that.
tattoo.
Or I should get a face tattoo.
I'll get a neck one if you get a face one.
I would probably come home with one that's like, look how cute this is, and someone would be like, that's a gang related tattoo.
That means you like anal.
I'm not. Never mind. I was gonna.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know what I was gonna say?
Maybe I don't. We'll talk about it later, though.
Okay. Yeah. We were talking about compliments earlier. I feel like we should discuss.
Yeah?
Yes. Or did we talk that out? Okay, I at least just want to say this. So, we were talking about, like, when you receive a compliment, and, like, in manifestation, you have to, like, you gotta work on...
Receiving,
and that's compliments. Can you receive compliments? Oh, I don't think we can hear. Like, if you can receive compliments, at least you know you're open to receiving, like, your manifestations. Like, it's the first step. So, it's so hard sometimes to receive a compliment and not feel like you're being super vain or conceited. And be like, oh, thank you. Like, you're so
like,
right.
Give me a compliment right now, and we'll just demonstrate what it As long as we can hear it back.
I like your hat. Oh wait, no, I'll do something more like
Say what like mom or grandma said, like one of.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank
You've made homes for birds and raccoons.
Thank you. I feel like it sounds. I was saying to Courtney, I feel so like such a snob when I'm just saying thank you.
And then I was like, I heard this somewhere where if you just add, I really appreciate you saying that to the end of it, it's like you're thanking them for their words, not thanking them for pointing out how great you are. You're like thank you. Like I really appreciate you being kind to me. Like I really appreciate you being so honest. Yeah, whatever. But like, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I just think it changes it all. I mean, I haven't implemented it yet.
And it's so frustrating. Like, I get frustrated when I compliment Greg, and he instantly is like, oh, whatever. Like,
yeah,
kiboshes my compliment, and I just want to say, say thank you. Receive my compliment, sir.
Yeah, because when you receive a compliment, it's also like that other person feels good because they gifted you something instead of having it thrown back in their face.
Yeah, it's like taking someone's gift and stomping on it.
Exactly.
Don't stomp on your friends or family's gifts.
Don't stomp on your friends or family.
Just stomp on Tom. I'm sorry. That was so lame. Yeah. And give compliments to people.
Give compliments.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
It does. If you see someone wearing something that is cute, or you see the cashier has really pretty nails, I always tell people.
Someone told me I had nice shaped eyes.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Eyes are the windows to the windows to the soul. That's an amazing compliment.
Oh, I took it. She said she remembered me because of my eyes. I'm like, oh. Yeah,
I want people to remember me because of my eyes.
Yeah.
I was, okay, don't judge me, guys, trying to manifest my eyes to be greener. But then I was listening to a podcast about iridology.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, and green eyes is like toxic, like lots of toxins and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to manifest green eyes. That would be, sure, we'll give you green eyes and all of the repercussions that come along with it.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Lots of random little bits of information today.
Yeah. I don't think I have any other little bits of information.
No, I think that's all. We'll just keep it short, sweet, and impactful.
It's probably longer than we think it is.
Probably. And we'll do an intro, too. Yeah. So, thanks, guys, for listening.
Tuning in. If you are interested, we do have opportunity for you to donate to us, if you would like. It's buymeacoffee.com/triggeredpod. You can buy like one coffee. I think it's whatever you want. I don't know if I really don't know if the coffee.
Didn't you guys just say you're not drinking coffee?
It'll go towards our
tea, our morning gin,
and for our subscriptions for the platforms to release the podcast. And then maybe later on we can have different equipment. Maybe later on we'll
I like our setup.
Yeah.
It's very hands-free. We don't have
very simple.
Like, we could go record on the roof.
Oh, didn't we talk about doing that?
I did plan to have morning coffee with you on the roof on your birthday. But then it was it was like crappy and rainy.
I don't remember it. The morning of? I thought it was here.
Excuse me. I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't your birthday. Maybe it was
the day before was rainy.
I don't remember.
Oh, you weren't feeling good. That's probably why.
Oh, shit. Was that the morning of... maybe it was for a different event.
That was the day.
Okay. Wow. So much has happened, I feel like. So much and then nothing at all.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, it feels like a lot that I'm like, wait, I can't think of anything specific that has actually happened.
Just a lot of, like, random ass shit.
It's been so busy, and I'm like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We hope you guys are... Yeah, we hope you are enjoying the Christmas parties and the time of family and friends.
The Christmas treats.
Yeah. We had
and hopefully you're not stressed about, like, Christmas shopping. Because we don't want you to be. Just go and have fun.
Buy yourself a damn present. Fuck everyone else.
No one else is getting anything. We spent the budget on ourselves. I don't have a budget. Anyways.
I don't have a budgie.
Same.
I'm not budging.
Okay, are you done? Any more?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, I got nothing. Okay, well, take care.
We love ya.
Buy us a coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/triggeredpod.